What's happening, podcasters? My name's Sebastian Rusk, and I help marketers and entrepreneurs just like you launch successful podcasts. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why I am absolutely in love with the app Anchor that allows you to podcast and start a podcast from your phone or desktop today. That's right. Anchor came out of the gate swinging with a full turnkey podcast solution for individuals, businesses, brands to get serious about launching their podcast right then, right now, and free of charge. I'm going to switch over to a screen share here in just a second, and I'm going to walk you through the desktop platform of Anchor. Anchor walks you through each and every step that you need to know. My favorite things that I like about it just off the bat are the fact that I can record an episode on the app, or I can record it elsewhere or pull the audio from a video and upload it on my desktop. I can have guests call in and leave voice memos as if they were calling into the show to give comments and feedback. And one of my favorite parts is I can monetize my show right out of the gates without having any following whatsoever. The Anchor Network allows you to take your show and have it distributed throughout the Anchor Network, and for Anchor to run ads on your show. And when they do that, well, cha-ching, you get paid. Of course, it doesn't happen overnight. Like anything, you've got to work extremely hard at building your community, creating content, valuable content, and engaging that community so that you can grow your show, grow your community, and grow your bottom line as you monetize your show. But if you're thinking about getting started with a podcast, you have no idea where to start, well, Anchor is most definitely the best place to start. Let's get started. Okay, welcome back. So first thing we're going to do here is go to anchor.fm, as you see right here in the search bar, anchor.fm. I'm going to go through the sign up process for you. I'm actually going to create a new account right now so that I can walk you through the whole process, because I've already got an account set up with a show on Anchor already, so I don't want it to dilute exactly what the entire sign up process is. So you're going to go here, your normal sign up process. You go in, you choose a password, and let's see here. There we go. I already did that before. And then I'm going to click I'm not a robot and click sign up. Okay. Now, you get right down to it as soon as you sign in. Okay. Anchor's going to send you an email, etc. But this is your main dashboard right here. So it'd say, make your first podcast episode. And they give you tips. They walk you through the process. They make it so easy to understand and grasp the idea of being able to actually launch a podcast, but they break it down in a way that makes it feel like it's not overwhelming. Make your first episode. Tip, if you're not totally ready to commit, try making a short trailer to get your podcast out there. So you can create a little trailer that talks about what the podcast is going to be, throw some music behind it, and start posting that on Instagram and LinkedIn and Facebook and YouTube, sending an email out to your list, etc. So you can go in here and there's several things you can do, right? So you're back in your dashboard. Yeah, we're going to leave. That's okay. Okay, back in the main dashboard area. There's nothing in here. This is where you first start. You see these status bars? They'll move you along every time. Here's what happens next, okay? I'm going to go record my first episode, okay? Let's go, or make my first episode, rather. So you've got a couple of different options with creating an episode inside Anchor. You can record an episode right here. So you click record, start recording now. Which microphone do you want to use? You choose your USB mic and you hit record, and it literally starts recording right now and creating a podcast episode. Make sure the episode's at least 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes. People want some meat and potatoes with your content, not just something quick. Eventually you can do shorter episodes, but when you're getting started, make sure you've got something to talk about for at least 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 minutes. The longer the better is not the trick. Now, maybe you've already recorded it on your iPhone or your Android and some sort of recording device. You can simply drag and drop it right here too. You don't have to record it on right here on Anchor, but you've got the ability to do it with a good quality mic, a USB mic plugged right into it. So again, we're right in the dashboard. We just signed up for a new account here. I can record. You can add listener voice messages, so listeners can call in. They can share a voicemail link with you. They have to be an Anchor user, which is free to sign up for. They can leave voice notes for your show. They can ask questions. You can answer them within your show. Really cool stuff to do. You can share that, and people can record a message, and then it automatically uploads directly to you, and then you can play those shows or those messages on your show. Then you got things like transitions here. You got in the next segment of the show, you get it? So transitions from one topic to another, from one segment to another, etc. Again, it's your show. You do whatever you choose to do, but you have the ability to record the episode, get voice notes from outside fans and listeners, and play them on the show. You can go into your library where there would be existing audio and things that you've uploaded on there, and then, of course, really cool transitions. So that's creating your first episode on Anchor. Very easy to do. They walk you through it. They've got a nifty help section right here that's very, very extensive. They want you to succeed as a podcaster. They want you to be able to maximize your experience on the platform. They're going to help you as much as possible to do so. And remember, this platform is free. That is a great price. It is free to start your podcast right now. You can literally start your podcast today. How exciting is that? So we talked about how to upload or make your first episode, all the tools and all the amazing tools Anchor has available. But here we can set up our podcast. This is what I really like too. Podcast name, My New Podcast Show. This show is about being awesome in life. Choose a category. Fashion, food, design, whatever we're going to call it for right now. And we do it in English, whatever language you choose. There's several available. Another amazing feature to Anchor. And I'm going to click continue. So I'm going to go, okay, cool. I'm going to go and search for a photo. This is where you make your album art. This one's kind of funky. I dig it. You can zoom in or zoom out, etc. And then I go here, and it's going to say, okay, cool. Let's make the album art for your show. So you add your text right here. My New Podcast. You choose the type of text. I mean, look at all this text you can have. Look at this. You can do whatever you want here. It's changing it. There we go. That'd be cool. Let's see, top, center, bottom. You can change it here. You can put it in the center. You can align it to the left. You can make the text whatever color you choose. And then I simply go in here and upload cover art and apply text. And that's my image. I can literally save that image, save image as, and I can start posting that on Instagram and on LinkedIn and on Facebook with a link to my Anchor channel or Spotify. We've submitted your podcast. Or I'd rather do it myself. Okay, yes, I'm going to do that because I don't want to. We're submitting your podcast. Okay, so if you went through all of this and you recorded the episode, created your album art, and you'd say they would be submitting it to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and then, of course, Anchor, where the podcast lives. So they're helping you distribute it too. Yet another amazing benefit of Anchor is that they help you distribute your show to other platforms outside of Anchor. So you don't have to go out and submit your show to Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Some of them you do. It's a very simple process. That's another video. But with Anchor, they really do help you upload to them and then really get distributed in as many places as possible. More specifically, Apple Podcasts and Spotify right out of the gate. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to say I'd rather do this myself later, advanced, etc. So, and then you go through set up monetization. You go through here. It asks you, all the, here's the adding background music for sponsored segments. Now, once you've set up your first episode and you've gone here and make your first episode, like I walked you through, you've set up your podcast, set up your distribution, set up monetization. You'd go through this process. It's optional. You enable the ability for people to donate to your show, so you can grow listenership and people can donate and support your show in whatever form they'd like. Or you can get matched with brands who want to sponsor your show. So Anchor literally plays matchmaker for you. How cool is that? With sponsors that actually want to be on your show. So super cool. And then Get Listeners, they just give you tips, tricks, and tools on what you need to know to be able to actually grow your show and build your following on here. But as you can see, Anchor really truly does have everything you need in order to start your own podcast today. So don't delay. Start right now. Go over to anchor.fm, sign up for an account, download the app, and get the first episode recorded. Go, do it right now before you watch another video here on YouTube. Hey, thanks for tuning in, and I hope this video really helped you better understand exactly the wonderful world of Anchor and your brand new podcast. Now go, get out there and record it. You see what I was talking about? Great app, huh? Hey, listen, everything I mentioned in the lesson just now is located directly below in the description. Any links, a link directly to Anchor for you to go set your own account up. Anchor doesn't pay me yet to talk about them. I just believe in their platform and what they are doing for podcasters alike. So if you like this video and you haven't done so already, please make sure you like it. If you feel so inclined, leave a comment and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. This way you'll get nifty updates every single time a new episode drops. We'll talk to you next time.